Hello friends, today we are going to discuss the next data structure that is called as a linked list. So linked list, it is also another type of sequential data structure, that is linear data structure. In linear data structure already we have seen that the elements can be accessed sequentially one by one. So list is also a sequential data structure. Now in previous section already we have discussed the concept of array. So array, it is also a linear data structure where the elements can be accessed sequentially. Then why there is a necessity of the linked list? If array is already present, why the linked list is required? Now there are two different things when we discuss about the array. Now consider that I want to insert a new element in the position, suppose P of the array. Suppose consider P is equal to 5, means I want to insert the new element at position 5, and if we consider that there are suppose 10 elements in the array, then what will be the process that we have to adopt? Now it is very easily we can understand that we have to shift all the elements by one position to the next. That is, we have to shift the 10th element to the position 11, we have to shift 9th element at the 10th position, and so on. In this way we have to shift 5th element in the next position, that is 6th position, and then we can insert the new element at the position number 5. So means we have to shift 5 times. So this is a very complex process in computer. Similarly, in the counterpart, if we discuss the deletion, if I want to delete the 5th element, suppose P is equal to 5, then what we have to do? Then we have to shift each element to the position number to its previous position. That is, 6th element it will be shifted to 5th position, 7th element it will be shifted to 6th position, and so on. Lastly, 10th element will be shifted to the 9th position. So this number of shiftings that we have to do. Now we have considered very small example. There are only 10 elements. If you think, if there are suppose 1000 elements, 10,000 elements, and if we want to insert the element, then how many shiftings that we have to do? So this is very complex process. So that's why this is the major drawback of the array. Hence the next data structure that we are calling it as a linked list, it was introduced. Now let's see what is linked list. Linked list, in a linked list each element is called as a node. So in as we are saying in array the elements, similarly in linked list we are referring each element as a node. So every node, it is divided into two parts. First part it is called as the info part, and second part it is called as a link part. In info part, actual information is present. In array we are storing the element at the location, first element, second element, third element. So A of 1 it is the first element, A of 2 it is the second element. Similarly, in linked list info part, it will contain the actual information or actual value of the node. Similarly, in link part, so this is second part, in link part the address of next node will be present. Now see, this is the best feature of the linked list. In linked list we does not require the sequential memory locations. So if the memory locations are spread in the memory, then we can easily establish a linked list. If the first element is present at the suppose 100th memory location, second element may be present at the 500th memory location, next element can be present at 900th memory location, means not necessary you will require the consecutive memory locations. So this link part, it will contain the address of next node. Now see, in this diagram I have shown the linked list, where if you observe this, every node it is divided into two parts. So this is the first part, we are calling it as the info part. What does it contain? Actual value to store and process. So this part will contain actual value, whereas next it will contain the address of next node. So this will point to the next node. Again next node, it will contain the data, and also it will contain the address of next node. Then in this way, finally this is a null pointer which shows that this is the end of the list, means this will be the last element of the list. Similarly, every linked list, it will start with the special pointer variable head. Now this head, it will contain the address of first node of the list. Now see the concepts that we are going to use in the linked list when we discuss the different algorithms. In the implementation, head is a pointer variable that contains the address of first node that already I have discussed. It is represented by the variable start. So here start is a variable which will contain the address of first node. The last node of the list will contain the null pointer at its link field. So last node, it will contain the null pointer which indicates that there is no node proceeding to this current node, means this is the last node of the list. So it will be indicated by the null pointer. So we are indicating in the linked list by this cross symbol. So it indicates that it is a last node. In special case, when start is equal to null, means the pointer variable which points to the first node, it is null. It means that the linked list is empty, that is list is empty. So these are some of the basic concepts that we are going to use in the algorithm. So thank you very much. In the next algorithm, we will start with the first algorithm. Thank you very much. If you are having any queries, please ask me, please contact me. Thank you.